Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Let's Play of Pyanodons, where we last episode just got plastic up and running, among a lot of other things. So in today's episode, at least in the start, we will have to look a bit at wood. For some reason I have used all I have, and that means we can't really produce any more. So we'll kind of have to go and look at the wood a bit. So let's see here. Oh, about the biters. Oh yeah, I forgot. Just before this stream, I kind of installed the same mod that what's it called? The community server had. I had some problems with biters at some point when I looked before I started up the stream, and I kind of wanted to install it. Mostly also because I saw what happened on the community server. And they are so insane. So yeah, I decided that they are kind of too big of a deal to deal with on top of all of the things. Yeah, otherwise they would have attacked me at the start of the stream, pretty much. Because the pollution cloud is already too close. And yeah, I had no chance at all to prepare for them. At least not with these settings. That was quite brutal. So let's get on with this. I think we can't do ash yet unless we 2,307 ways of making ash. We could go coke into ash, or we can just do this episode, this one to just use water, and that is until we get the ash. 3 seeds, moss. Oh, I need some more moss to get that. We want to use the moss. We have to use 3 seeds no matter what. Okay, we'll need to make a lot more moss. That much is sure that this, it is filling up now, but okay, time to make saplings first. In our basswood, in our botanical nursery. Botanical nurseries we do have, so that's not that bad. Let's just move it over here for now. Get a bit of power, and let's hook up a few of these. Yeah, we'll need a ton of things. So you probably require water, moss, and 3 seeds. So we need to make some kind of loop for that. Let's see what we can do. Let's make a few of these just to have some placed down. Just kind of made here in the middle for now, until we figure out how it goes. So 3 seeds is just, oh, that's wood. So we have to go and collect wood, to be honest, to make this work. And we have to make the loop so it always goes back into here before anywhere else. We might have to do those in one cell, moving it around inside. Otherwise, I think we might run into an issue where all of them are being consumed by something else. 5 wood, 4 seeds. In just normal crafting. That means we can actually do that in these. Let's just check this. You'll make seeds. You'll make saplings. Goes into wood. So we might have to make an entire production chain right here. That's just making wood. I think that'll be the best solution. Let's just line up the things we need. This one goes into that one. That one gets moss flown in from somewhere else. That is completely fine. Water. We'll need a pump for you. You'll do the water in. You require... Oh, we can do a ton of these. We probably need to do a ton of these, to be honest. You need 1 every 20 seconds. You'll produce 4 every 5. This is craft speed. This one, so you'll actually need a bit more. That means you need 6 every... no, fine. But yeah, let's just get some of these into the network. No, it's only needed here. There's no need to get them anywhere else. So it needs 1 every 20 seconds. Crafting speed 1. This one makes 8. Wait. Makes 4 every 10 seconds. So one of these can supply 8 of these. Did I do that correct? Probably not. I'm too tired to do the math. Let's just try and hook it up and see how badly it goes. We can always get this delivered by something. Maybe just using belts for it would be the easiest solution. So you'll be in the corner. You'll be moved over a bit. You'll get out with these. You'll get in from over here with wood being requested. You can just get 100 in storage. Maybe even 500 is good, just because we never want this one to stop. Let's see. Evolution is at 0.58. Not something I want to deal with. That is... it grows so fast. That is so bad. That is fine. Should we get him on some belts then? Transport it down to these. Could get moss on one side. Moss get flown in. Maybe tree seed should just get flown in instead. Might be easier to manage. Oh, that'll mean we'll take it to somewhere else. We'll keep them inside the cell. I think that'll be better. At least for this one. Because that way we can do something like this. We'll have to turn you firstly, because we want... we can get water to flow over here. Then get all the inputs over here instead. So we'll need to do it... I think this will be the closest we can do it. With you and one of you going in. That way. That'll get the tree seeds in. But the problem with one of these are that this will fill up. Need to fill up before it goes to the next one. We could, in theory, just do it with an inserter instead. That will probably be the best idea. Doing one of these. That can output wherever we want to. And you'll just move over here for now. Could in theory move you over here to save a bit on room. Saving space is always good. Means you can go that way. Then we just need the moss in. Maybe moving you up and doing the moss right here with an underground. Ooh, then we need oh wait, underground is not that bad. A bit more expensive, but fine for this build. So you'll jump here to there. You'll get in, and moss will get in by robots. Or should we just put that on the opposite side of the belt? Might not be a bad thing to do. We just have one flying things in. As we could in the... oh, that's... what if we do this? It's just to try and make things compact. It's probably not going to be that good. Because can we do that to get these made a bit differently? overly fond of this. Whoa. Overly fond of this, to be honest. That's why I just use robots for things, so I don't have to worry about this thing. Because now I'm building things a bit too closely, and that's gonna mess up some things. Let's just get this up again, or mess up anything else. Should we do the easy solution? Let's try and do the easy solution. Because in theory I could actually just do that to get that on that side. Then I can get you right here, output mass to that side. If you can figure that. Wait, I don't need one, that's right. Something like that. You would get wood in, you would get mass in. Get 100 should be fine. That way we have mass on one side, we have seeds on the other side. This one will grab them. Seed goes in. That water goes that way. That way we should be able to expand this one out. We just need you into the corner and get the wood in. Let's try this. Place you right there. Just to see how this looks. And I then just take you and place you down here. Also we'll need to jump that one. Make 2 more. So that goes in, the moss at least. Then we just need the seeds, means we have to go grab some wood. Let's just go and grab some to kickstart this process, at least to making that part. Let's see here. Grab some of you, all my little minions. Need to kickstart a process. Would be good. There we are. So that's hopefully enough to kickstart this. Yes, it is 500. Let's just throw you in here and see how it goes when this is running. That's going in. Crafting seeds. Seeds gonna go out on that side. Gonna get delivered to these 2. Water just need to connect up right there. There goes some seeds. So, oh, idiot. I made room right here for the output. No, I didn't. Of course, I need the output as well. Luckily, we have long-handed to grab from here, or just use underground and outputs. Could also be a solution. So now we have you. You'll go into this one to make logs. Get a water, we can make 4 logs. Probably do that. Probably just steal the water from here. Does that say 120? Holy moly, that's a long time. Ash increased the speed quite significantly. It might actually be worth going for the ash quite soon. Look at that crafting time. I won't define that as, whoa, as fast wood. Okay, 60 seconds is better. Why did it say it was 1200? That looks insane. You can go with this one to make 4 logs that can then go into wood. By the way, do any of you know if this is net positive in terms of power? It's a tree. Oh yeah, is that the trees? These ones? Tree mark? Tree mark 1 might be some of the things we need. Let's try and make one of these just to check if that is... that is what we need. And I wish there was some way to see what was needed in them. Let's hope it's the trees we need to get this to work. That is at least what I'm counting on. I'll move it a bit closer. Add in some more nurseries. Go, and some more you, and some of you. Okay, so now we have the trees at least to be made to get the modules up and running. Yeah, so while that is going, we can go and do some other things. I actually just set the next part of the process up. Because this one, as soon as we have enough trees, we'll start to get what's it called? Logs that can go into woods, into wood even. And then we need to cycle that around back here. And actually get used first. And I kind of want to not do it by flying, but just maybe a belt around and in. Might actually be, oh, that's actually make a ton of noise. So we'll leave that for now. This one is looking good as well. It is producing seeds at a reasonable speed. Let's get a few more of these up and running to produce what we need. I'll move them in a bit as soon as they have what we need to increase the production. You can just kind of go and make something. That's good. We're gonna check back to this in a few minutes. So while our wood is going, then we need this one to connect it into logs. That will give us wood, and that will go back to this one. We can do underground up here. Barely not. So we could, in theory, do it like this. Underground from here to right here, and then we can do a priority. Or we can actually do something like this. I kind of want to buffer, but I can't do that this way, can I? Not really. But I could in theory do this, can't I? Output priority down here, and the rest of the wood will just go into a passive provider chest up here. Wouldn't that work so I don't have to request in wood? We'll only output a surplus of wood as long as this one has enough. Then we can debate if you want these in the same cell somewhere else. In case we guessing we want it in the same cell. Then we'll just make as many of these as we need. Okay, do we have any wood left? I have wood here. There we go. You go. And that is good. We'll just wait. So if we look at the circuits again, or pretty much at the creature maker. This one. The plastic we just need the wood for, so that is going. The rest we have in storage now. That's perfect. The gene lab. Plastic is being made in Nexiplate or Nexilite we have. All of this we have except the pie tanks that we can easily make. Should we... Pie tanks just require a bit, so that's not bad. It is pretty much just the plastic that's the issue. So as soon as we have the creature lab, we are one step closer to automating our simple circuits. Oh, you're slow. Okay, let's check here. That will give us what we need to go for that one. Melamine, I think we already have that. Or not, but or was it just easy to make? Not really. Oh, I need urethra or urea anyway, so we can't redo that. Malvahide, copperplate, and methane. What it needs some moondrop seeds, which requires moondrops. Require all of this. The codex. Maybe we should go for the moondrop while we're looking at it. We need another nursery. Probably need one of these. Let's just make one for now. Let's go collect some wood. That seems to be what's holding us back. Hopefully we get some kind of transport soon. It is taking a bit of a time to walk around, but it's not the worst. Yeah, let's collect some more from up here. That means we can make some more nurseries just to have some in storage. How about the science? We probably get more of this going. Warehouse, burner things. Bin processing might be better to get. Methane extractor. Let's get some of this done. Rubber. Not sure what it's used for yet, but water thing. Let's go. Some science. Perfect. What trees were up here? Oh, they were down here. So that way we have that part. Let's get you hooked up to the network, please. Let's look at 1, 4, but we need to make moondrops. Not water, that is fine. A moondrop codex. That we can easily make. Then we need a flower DNA sample. Flower DNA sample. That should also be somewhat easy enough to do in a data array. Okay. Let's see how to make new titanium plates. Be fine. Data array, you just need some glass in. Let's just fix that, my dear. probably outside logistic range. That's probably why things are complaining a bit. Oh yeah, because we have no wood poles. I imagine that wood is the thing that's holding us back. Not needed for that one. That's needed for data array. Glass is gonna get flown in now. That means we can make data array in just a few seconds. The alien life one. Here comes the glass. Data array. There we are. Perfect. Yet another building we need to continue down the tech tree. Looks quite cool. Now here's all the things we need, but we just need the flower one for now. Now we just need the codex. Was it spelled like that? R-A-L. That means we can start to make a flower DNA. That means we just need some science in. Please bring me in science. Luckily we have a bit of that in storage. So that is one more thing that is needed. Sometimes I do really wonder how Pyanodon and King designed all of this. It's so complex and there's so many steps. It's rather insane. Build chest in just a second. That's good. Give us flower DNA sample. Go, please. Give us some power to get it going. Okay, so now we're making the flower DNA sample. That's going to be needed over here. Biosample we have. I think we have it here. Biosample. Then we need cDNA. That is made with the same amount of things in a gene lab. Is not too shabby. That we have. Instruments we have as well. I think we already made that somewhere. Is that what we have in the mall? Well, that might be something else. Yeah, that is something else. So that is something we'll have to get sorted well before we can start to do anything. Let's go look at our woods. We at least have some speed increase now. That should increase by 80. A bit less productivity, but that's fine. And just continue to jog along for now. In lab. We can't make that without all the woods we are missing. Typical. That's needed for syngas. But in theory, just cut down a lot of this forest to give ourselves some wood to kickstart the process. Let's do it the correct way so we don't remove things we actually need. do that. Robots, please start to fill up the network a bit with things we need. Crafting speed 0.05. That is horrible crafting speed. So how's the furthest you guys have ever gotten in Pyanodon? I think a lot of people, I hear a lot of people say blue science is where it starts to get very tricky. I don't know what your experience is in that regard. Box. Mooned up. Oh, that looks quite cool. It mooned up seeds. Something else. Red and logistics done. No, near blue science still. So it's quite far away. You're on the server right now, Kobine. Trying to get even further ahead. Probably are. One more tree, please, to increase the speed. Ah, cool, Kobine. There we are. More speed. No, you already stole my layout, so I don't think you're gonna get. I'm probably gonna get a lot of useful tips, but you're probably not gonna get any useful tips from me. All the people watching, that's gonna help me out. Let's see. That's all going well as could be expected. Syngas is still not really going because there's the cellulose that's holding us back, which needs a ton of wood. But now that we're actually consuming some of the wood, it should be helping out. Hopefully kickstart the base a bit again, because if you look at this, it did get a bit destroyed when we ran out of wood. So all that is going. We have our flower pack made as well. That means we can go into the next part. Fire sample is fine. Mass gen sample. It's just a gen lab. We do need to get the plastic before we can do anything. That is locked behind the syngas. And request some to my person just to kickstart this a bit. Should have priority over what's it called, our mining over here. And that gets first priority. That is the issue. Not really that much we can do about that at the moment. Here has quite a lot of modules, so we just need to increase it and then we should be good. But in theory add in more tree farms to increase the production, but that's just need to craft some of these. I should always remember to keep crafting these whenever I stop crafting things. But then again, those also require wood. So the forest is gone now. We have 3.5k. That should survive us a bit longer. At least until we get this up and running. So how do we increase the throughput of syngas? Only to increase the throughput of cellulose, and cellulose right now is running as fast as it can. But a lot is just being used for science. Is what's holding us back. That is fine. It's all being used for something useful. I can't complain about that. Moss gene sample. So we have to work on the syngas. It is so important to get this process up and running. Let's just go down here and do a little test. Because plastic do require quite a bit. 100 for one, so this is not even going to do that big of a dent. They're going to give us one plastic. Let's just request the plastic to my person. Yeah, so we do need, what is that? Going to be 40 barrels of things before we can do anything at all in that regard. Yeah, 40 barrels. So what if we do this just for a little bit? Can't imagine it's been holding up that much by this process, but it seems that is the case. So should we just make a massive cellulose farm instead? Could that solve some of our issues that is holding us back? Made in high pressure furnace. What if we just steal you and add you in somewhere where we want a lot more of this produced? Maybe just down here below. Could be a way to do it, or maybe just over here. We'll move all of it. So let's see here. More of these. It just needs high pressure. Very, very easy to do. Those are quite cheap. Since we have the woods, we might as well just do it. There's no reason not to. Anyone know what module is used in these? Might be something very simple, but right. Time to go full cellulose. Okay, so completely normal modules. You never know in Pyanodons because sometimes it's just a tree. As you find out with the science labs, you can pretty much just throw in moss and it would work. Let's hope our power grid can handle this. Then we can actually move the setup we have up here to do a bit of cleaning. That's somewhere else, please. Ah yeah, vanilla modules. sense. Yeah, I'm nowhere close to having modules lit yet. 2, 4, 6, 7 more. That makes sense. At 7, please go in, please place down here, and then just make cellulose. I think I have limited to what's it called 500, so we don't just overproduce. As per usual, we just need 33 of you. Then we should at least make more cellulose. Hopefully that can help us get through this a bit further. So let's see. Cellulose is being produced. Let's go for the syngas. It's still not going overly quick. If you look at the production of cellulose. So we did increase from pretty much nothing being produced as the rubber stoppers, but cellulose went from nothing to 22. How could it be nothing? Is that because we were not using all of it? But it is more than a doubling. Let's hope to see 42, only consuming 9, 10. Let's see when it kicks into gear. Consumes 40, plus 80. This should hopefully be enough to keep everything occupied. For now. Might want to change all of these into outputting to one chest. Since the robots can move more things at a time and I don't have that many robots in the air. That might actually be quite good. Should be quite easy to do. So I'll just show you what I have planned. It might actually be useful in this case. So what if we just do this? Please get all of you away. Of course, do some limit as well. Doing out, out, out. And doing some belt that goes up this way. Nope, not belt. Have to do underground. And we go from here to here, because that will make it modular. Something like this, get all the cellulose out. We can then go up this way into a nice little chest up top. There's a way to produce syngas without cellulose. I should probably check that one out. Let's see, let's just get this up and running first. Thank God for the mute button, so you didn't hear that sneeze. Ooh. What if we just, well, in theory, what if we just do this for now? I'll just place it all in again. I'll just give the robots a bit to do. I'll like take this setup. Could probably... Oh, I can actually make this a bit better now. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that, the long help. Actually, I want to remove these and do it a bit better. Because now I can actually move you over one. Save a bit on things by doing this one. That should actually be fine. Power can actually stay in the middle instead. Let's just move this a small amount. There we go. Just need input this way. Huh. Oh, it's because the way the undergrounds are probably gonna be there. That is fine. Now to have these outputting correctly, we should be able to just do right here and right there. And we can merge it into one chest here at the end. Just go into that one with you and you. That way the robots can pick up a bit more at a time, instead of that moving one item at a time. There we are. That's to save some robots from moving one cellulose across the entire map. And could we fill in the rest of this? We can't really, because it's outside logistic range. And would have yet again become an issue. I have to go and check on what we're doing over here, because that is quite important. Here's some more wood for our current setup. Take that, robots. Our poles are a bit of a mess. Oh well, that is fine. Let's go and check on our little labs up here. Not labs, or wood things. Yeah, we always have to remember to get that basic process. But I kind of want to check that syngas recipe you're talking about. We can do with coal gas, that is actually correct. That might actually be a lot better, and coal gas should be a lot easier to get. Well, that's just with tar. And ash can be used together with to get more wood. No, I'm actually trying to set up a wood production right now. I kind of missed it. So, to be honest, I think I might go in and do the coal gas, syngas one, because coal gas can get from tar, and I think I'm quite close to being able to pull tar up from the ground. They're called tar extractor. Because we do have the chromium, we do have the lead. So, oh yeah, that was why I was doing that. Now I remember why I had chromium being made. Silly, silly me. Please just get a bit of chromium to my person. 0 chromium. I actually thought we made some. Is that not chromium? Oh, it's because I took the wrong one. Sorry. Doesn't look like chromium. There we go. Then we can get a bit delivered, and then we can actually do the thing I needed to do. Lead plates. We never set up lead production either. Lead crafting even. I kind of thought we did. Well, would you look at that? Let's just do that quickly so we actually have some lead. I'll just move it from here in just a second. Lead ore. I think that one can do what we need to. I have to cut you and move you over instead. There we are. That'll give us lead, that'll give us a chromium. That means we can start to make the tar extractors. Or woods. You. Then we can start to set up the wood production, and then if we have tar into coal gas, that will give us an output of ash as well. We can use to make wood. That loop is actually quite good as is. So no robots are ready in the network. It's typical. Hopefully I did the lead right. Good. There we go. That should start to make some lead. Increase for you. Please increase production. So 10 times the speed now. Still not. Optimal takes about 15 seconds. A bit less than 15 seconds to do one now. Which is not too bad. This one down here, are you still just chugging along? That is a lot of coal. We probably should use for something soon. Could convert it into coke and then into ash, I think. Because we have a lot of this just stored up right now. Go to coke. We then go to also carbon, but we also go to other things down the chain. That I kind of want to look at. We have this one as well. Coal gas and tar if you want to. Because that also gives us ash out. Not at the best ratio, but we could do it. Because look at the coal. We have 115k coal stored up. Which is quite a bit. And something we'll have to deal with at some point. Because that is a bit too much. I must say so myself. So fine, fine is fine. Robots are not fine because they are moving our products. A lot of things are missing. Not really that much we can do about it right now. And gas, we are almost. How many lead plates do I have? Do I have enough for our thing? Am I miss? Oh yeah, got some crafting with iron plates right now. This should get delivered very soon. And then I can tar extractor. Perfect. That means we have enough tar to continue. Look at this. I can go from the tar pits. That means we have unlimited tar. If that is something we have, which can be used to make coal gas, which can go into syngas. So I think in the next YouTube recording, or the next YouTube episode, we will try to set up this processing chain to get the syngas, ash and tar out. Because that is pretty much what we're missing at the moment. The wood we will also solve next episode, but yeah, gasifiers are pretty much what we need to get the syngas. That is needed for a plastic that then goes into the creature thing, and then we are on our merry way again. So I'll end the YouTube recording here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to like the video if you still enjoy this. And if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and come join us on Twitch. It's always nice having you guys helping me out. So with that, I will see you in next episode. Bye guys.